Hi Floss-Tube, it's Jamie. Welcome back to my channel. It is Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. I had a stack of stuff piling up and it seemed like a good day to come on and do a video. My lighting's not great today. I turned off the overhead light because it was glaring too much, and then the sun went behind the cloud. So it's fine. We're just gonna press forward and I will insert some pictures. So if there's something that is not showing up very well, hopefully the pictures will show it a little better. But let's get right into it. I don't really have any life updates. Nothing's different, obviously. You know, I work and I'm home. Haven't really done anything exciting. I haven't traveled very much. I think last month I did one overnight trip, and otherwise I have been home or working in the office. I am back in the office 3 days a week. I think I said that in my last video. But I'm home on Tuesdays and Fridays, so it's still nice that they're allowing me to do that. And yeah, otherwise everything's good. The pups are all good, and that's that. I've been doing some prep work for StitchCon, which I think is prepping me to do this video. Today's Tuesday. I leave next Wednesday for weekend B. I know a lot of people have already started to arrive in Cincinnati for weekend A. It's kind of sad that it has to be split into 2 weekends. I mean, I'm not sure it would be as enjoyable if you tried to squeeze 600 people in for it, but I'm sure weekend A is going to be fabulous and weekend B is certainly going to be great. So let's get into the stitching. I have some finishes, and all of my finishes this video are actually FFO'd. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I don't have a lot of finishes, but first up, I finished the Hands-On Designs flamingo ornaments. So I think in my last video, this one was done, the flamingo, and I FFO'd it. I was working on flamingo bells, so I finished it and FFO'd it. And then I stitched and finished flamingo all the way. I backed these with this cute flamingo fabric and then some pink lady dot mini pom-pom bead on the side. These were stitched on 40 count, a limited edition light blue color and cotton. I don't know if the blue is showing up. And then I just used floss that I had in my stash as a mix of color and cotton and Classic Color Works, whatever I had. Because I did it that way, I had a brown that I was using for this line right here. I had no idea what that was. And of course I ran out. So I just matched it the best I could on the preceding ornaments, and I think they turned out great. I'm not super thrilled with the tie that I put on them, but it matches and I think they look great. I just used cardstock with a little bit of batting, sewed them together, put some trim on it, and called it done. So happy with those. And then I know I'm stitching the Crocetta Go-Go, probably butchering that name, her monthly series, which I don't even know the name for, but since my last video, I finished May, and June. And I finished them as little pillows. So I bought this pack. I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but of fat quarters from Primrose Cottage Quilts. It's just a gingham bundle. And so there was plenty for me to finish these, plus all the rest, and there'll be extra fabric. So here's May, finished with a pink gingham. And then I used Lady Dot's eyelash Chanel. I ordered all of her eyelash Chanel in every color that she had in her shop. So this is like a vintagey cream colored. And then June is finished with the red gingham and a red trim. All of these are stitched on 28 counts Monaco with the called for DMC. And then of course I went and I finished January with blue, February with red, the white trim, March with green and a green trim, and then April was yellow with white trim. So I absolutely love these. I didn't stuff them super full so that I'm hoping I can pick up some kind of little basket or something that I can store them all together in. And then I'm going to find something that I can leave on my desk at work and put up some of my monthly series. But I need a place to store them because Charlie, my pup, thinks that these look like excellent toys. And a couple of times I have caught him sniffing them and had to been like, no, those are not toys. So those are my FFOs. I have one more I'll show you in a little bit. It's actually my StitchCon exchange piece, and I'm gonna go ahead and show it because I'm kind of proud of it. So I'm gonna show it on this video. But before then, let's go through whips. So last month was May, and there was Memorial Day, and so I wanted to do some patriotic stitching. And I started the Little House Needleworks. I don't know if this is a series, but the Home of the Brave. It was a kit that came with all the Classic Colorworks threads. This only uses 4 colors. I'm stitching this on 32 count taupe Lugana with the called for threads. I did change, I made it 2022, so I have to finish it this year. I have the other 2 charts. So there's Long May She Wave and Land of the Free, which obviously I haven't started yet. But those I would like to get back to and finish. I was enjoying stitching it, but of course I get distracted and can't keep with one thing. May was also, I had a birthday, and of course I needed a new birthday start. But I was very good and proud of myself this year that I did not buy a new chart. I already had kitted up ink circles turtles all the way down. I know it's a terrible picture, but it's just going to be a stack of turtles. And I had picked up this banding. This is, I thought I left the tag on it, but I guess not. I don't know who the manufacturer is. If you want to know, I'll find out. I think I found mine on eBay, so I don't know how easy it is to get, but it has those flowers on it. This is as far as I got as I started the first turtle. Somebody on Floss-Tube, I think it might have been one of the guests, I don't know, I apologize, I don't know her name, who was on Sunshine Stitchers. I think she used this banding for this pattern, and it's what prompted me to go find it. So I started that. Don't know when I'll get back to it. I'm stitching it with basically all the green color and cotton that I could find. So all these different colors of greens are what my turtles are going to be. So there's that. Another turtle. I started the Satsuma Street Myrtle. So there's this. I'm stitching it on 32 count Astonishing from Fortnite Fabrics. This is as far as I've got. So it's like a pink and really nicely variegated and mottled. I'm using all of the called for Cosmo threads on that one. Okay, I decided to do another sal, which I told myself I wouldn't do until I finished the other sal I was working on, but I couldn't resist. So it's the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Touch of Magic. I know you can't see that because she has it blurred out, but part 1 was released last month, and this is it. It says Trick or Treat. I'm using just 32 count Zweigart. I ordered the kit from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, so I got the cute little needle binder and all the called for DMCs. And this is all that was part 1. So I'm caught up with the sal. When I got it, I was like, oh, I'll take this to StitchCon and it'll be my StitchCon piece, but the second part doesn't come out until I think the 21st or 22nd of June. So I'm caught up, so that one won't be going to StitchCon. I also, new start, this is from Luminous Fiber Arts, the Stitcher. I think I also ordered a kit. So called for fabric and thread, and this is as far as I got. I got the circle done, but it matched up, so that's good. And then obviously I just need to fill it in with all the cute littleness. And I gotta find some buttons. I need to look for some cute buttons to put on that. Next, okay, here's the Crochet Go-Go cover page. It's all wrinkled. So I stitched me in June, and I've started July, which is out of focus. Doesn't want to focus. It's a duck. All right, goose. And this is where I am on this so far. So I've deliberately not filled in all my stitches. That's why the sunflowers look like that. I was trying to do some outlining so that I can take these to StitchCon and have everything outlined and just fill in, because you know, retreats can be distracting. I'm actually a person that gets quite a bit done at retreats historically. I've only been to a couple and it's been a few years, but the few that I've gone to, I get a lot of stitching done. So next up, I decided that I wanted to start the Prairie Schoolers, I don't know, I guess it's not a series, but these charts, there's summer and winter, spring and fall. So I started with July, which is this big, beautiful eagle. And this is where I am on him. Again, outlining so that I can take this to StitchCon and just fill him in. I'm stitching this on 32 count taupe Lugana with all the called for threads. My lighting is terrible. And then one more whip. I've decided that in June and July, I want to say just June, but I know I'm not going to get them all done. I want to catch up with the Bird Crush, my birds. So I pulled out the Whistling Ducks, and this is the progress I've made on these. Again, I've left these big blocks I can take this to StitchCon, or even on the plane to StitchCon, and fill them in. So I have the rest over here in my plans. Let's go through plans. So I finished the bluebird, the Stellar Jay. I have the ducks. Next I want to stitch the hummingbird. So I have it all kitted up with the called for fabric, which is 32 count seraphim. I have lazuli bunting. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Another pretty bird. I have the floss. The fabric is on the way. I ordered it. It was supposed to be delivered on Friday and it hasn't arrived yet. So, along with the next bird. So, what is it? I think it's either the May or the June bird has shipped and just hasn't arrived yet. But I also kitted up the black-throated gray warbler. Words are hard. He's kitted up with 32 count Finian from Seraphim Fabrics and the called for threads. So those are ready and I'm going to stitch on them this month and next month. I really want to catch up with the birds. I also really want to finish the Lindy Stitches Marvelous World Zal. I don't think I've worked on this at all since my last video, but this is where I am. So parts 1 and 2 are done, and I still have parts 3 and 4 to finish up. So that might be a piece that goes to StitchCon. I'm pretty sure that I saw in Lindy Stitch's last Floss-Tube that she is gonna have a trunk show. So I'll see the finished pieces and maybe I'll get inspired and want to finish that up. I pulled out some more things because I can't just take 2 or 3 projects to StitchCon. I have to take like 12 and then buy 12 more. I want to take a prairie schooler. I'm taking July, which I could just take that, and if I finish talking about, I could always start one of the other months. But I have all these other ones that I want to stitch. So I have Songs of the Season, the Christmas samplers, and I pulled out another Santa, or a Christmas visit. I really want to do the Sunflower Santa. So I don't know. I don't know if one of those will go with me or not, but I put them in plans. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do Christmas in July. I don't know. Plans are meant to be made and then broken. So I also picked up, this is the only haul I'm going to show you. I'm certain that I've bought other things, but quite honestly, so I've been watching quite a bit of Floss-Tube. I think because I've been home and it's just something to do that's not TV, because I can't stand regular TV. But I don't know, I kind of feel like the haul segments and the promotions and stuff have just become too much a little bit. And so I don't know how much haul I'm going to show in my future videos. We'll see, I might change my mind. But I did pick up the Teresa Koga book. These books are excellent. There are 2 or 3 in here that I really want to stitch. But I think I'm going to start with this little pillow. And I found in my stash this limited edition color and cotton. It's a 32 count Lagana. It doesn't have a name, but it is this really pretty, like, off red. And I think it would look really good with that. So I don't know that I don't have the threads for that, so it's not technically kitted. So I don't think I'm gonna work on that or start that right now. I do have one piece of haul I'll show. The Wild Violet. Maybe if I put this on. Her little necklaces. Oh, you can't see that at all, I don't think. This is the rose. I love it. I loved it so much. I went back and ordered the little stork scissors. So now I have both of them. Hopefully, I'm hoping that at some point she will release some additional designs because I love these little pendants. I basically wear them every day. I'm glad I got both so I can kind of rotate them, but I've been wearing them every day. All right, so I've kind of been in a patriotic mood, but I'm also have really been in the mood to stitch fall things. And I really wanted to work on Fall on the Farm from Little House Needleworks. But the minute I went to pull that out, I was like, you know, before I really work on this, I need to finish Christmas. So I pulled out the Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm last night. This is the block I'm working on, the quilt. And this is where I am. And I really want to get this done. So I am going to make this a focus. Usually when I make something a focus, I can make some good progress and get them done. Here's where I am. So I have 4 blocks complete and there's 5 left. So this is where I am on the quilt block. Oh, I don't know why I have so much fabric. But it's adorable and I really do want to get it done. So I think I'm going to make it my focus over the next couple months. Not the only thing I'm going to work on because obviously I want to finish the Lindy Stitches stuff, but this is going to go into my rotation and I'm going to make some progress on it. Okay, that's all the normal stuff I have. I am going to show you what I've prepared for StitchCon. If you're going to StitchCon Weekend B and you want to be surprised, then you can turn it off. But I'm going to show my exchange piece first. Let's do that. So for the exchange piece, I stitched from Lottie Da, Kindred Spirits of the Thread. I think I showed you this in my last video. And I said I was going to try to make it into a drum. I did. So it's Kindred Spirits of the Thread. Peace and love we hope to spread. So I did change some of the colors. These purple flowers I think were supposed to be a yellow. I don't remember what color, but it just didn't look right. So I changed those. I changed the skin tone on this hand and then left that one. But I did it. I did made a drum. It is far from perfect. I put this Lady Dots trim on it, mainly just to hide my seams. But I think it works. It's tiny. So it's stitched on 40 count. Vintage Country Mocha. So it's tiny, but I think it's really cute. And I don't think I did a bad job for my first drum. So then to go along with it, so this is the fabric I used for the top and bottom. To go along with it, I made the little scissor fob. So this is a little extra that comes with the pattern. So I put a little tie on that. Backed it with that same fabric and the same trim. But I think it's really cute. I'm not done. Then I decided that I needed to make an orc container out of that same fabric. So this is one of those that just pop up little orc container. So that will go with my exchange piece. And then I found some new floss tubers. So I think a lot of people have found them and they're great. It is Linen and Scraps, Molly and Kathy. So Molly was a scrapbooker who has gotten back into cross stitch, and then Kathy does the big beautiful Hands Across the Sea samplers. But they've been showing a lot of things that they've been using with scrapbook paper. So they've kind of incorporated that into their stitching stuff, and it is, go watch them. They're really good. They've only got 4 or 5 videos out now, but they're great. But in one of their videos, they did a tutorial on how to make these little thread keeps. So I made one. I went and got some scrapbook paper that I think sort of coordinates well with this backing fabric. And then inside, color kind of matches. I need to go back. I'm not completely done with this. I just did this last night, but I need to go back and fix my edges a little bit. Didn't really have the proper tools. And then floss away bags inside. And I'm gonna include some wig style works, but some little floss away bags, and you can store your floss in them. So go watch their tutorial if you want to make these. It wasn't hard. When I went to Hobby Lobby and picked up the scrapbook paper and some little embellishments that were 40% off when I went. You know, Hobby Lobby, you never buy anything full price because the following week they're gonna go on sale. But I picked up like some little flowers and some ribbon and stuff, and I might embellish this. I haven't quite decided what I want to do with it, but I bought some embellishments and we'll see. But I think those are cute little extras, and I think I would be happy with this exchange. So hopefully whoever gets it enjoys it. I have a couple other little things that I'm throwing in there, but I'm not going to show you because I didn't make them. Okay, when I made that little orc container, I was like, man, it would be nice if I could make a bunch of these orc containers. And my thoughts, obviously there's going to be 300 people at StitchCon, and I can't make enough for 300. I don't have that time or the skills to be able to do that. But there should be 6 or 7 people at my table. And I was like, maybe I can make them for my table mates. I don't know if that's going to happen. I've finished 4 of them. So just using some fabric from my stash, little flowers, more little flowers and birds. This one's a cool little like some galaxies and stuff, and patriotic. So I've only finished 4. I have a few more cut out and ready to go. I just haven't finished them completely yet. So we'll see if I get those done. If not, there's always next year, right? But hopefully I can, my goal was to get at least 8 done, because I think the tables hold 6 or 8. I don't know. We'll see. And maybe not everybody at the table wants one. I mean, they're little trash cans. My sewing skills are terrible, but they're little trash cans basically. So whatever. I also decided, this is the way my mind goes, there's gonna be I'm spacing on the word, the floss tags. Is it called a floss tag? I don't know. There's an exchange of floss tags, and if you go to StitchCon, you know a lot of people are having them made, so they've ordered basically business cards and stuff with pictures and images, and they're beautiful. I decided I didn't want to have any made, which in hindsight was a terrible idea, and I should have just went on and ordered some. But I was like, no, I can make my own. So you see how this is going. So I went and got some cardstock scrapbook paper. I ordered the little hole punch things, and I've been making them. And so here's some of the ones that I've made. Just, I don't know that those colors are showing up, but just different pieces of cardstock, some really pretty colors. But I have also made these little stickers. I'm putting 5 in a bundle, and then including an extra one with this little sticker that has a UR code that if you scan it will take you to my link tree. So it's got a link to my Instagram and to my Floss-Tube channel. So I thought that's cool. And then so do you remember a couple years ago, if you're in the US maybe, Walmart was phasing out a bunch of their stuff, and they put a bunch of their DMC on sale for like 6 to 10 cents a skein. I have a bunch of that. I don't have 300, but I have, I think probably 75 skeins left of that have just been sitting in this container, and I decided I'm gonna give them away. So if you're at StitchCon B, this is what I have. These little rings I ordered off Amazon, and they're horrible, but they will at least get there, and you can exchange them, and then you can throw them away. But that's what I did. It's taken a lot of time. I'll be lucky if I have 100 done by StitchCon, but that's it. Those are my exchange pieces. I'm excited. I'm getting in Wednesday morning. I think my flight is scheduled to arrive at like 11 a.m., which I'm glad about because I kind of need a break. So my plans are to use it as a vacation day. I'm gonna get to Cincinnati. It'll probably be too early to check into my hotel, so I'm gonna go do some exploring. If it's really hot or anything, I don't know, I'll find some place to go stitch. But I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna go to bed early, sleep in maybe, because I don't think the doors to StitchCon open until noon on Thursday. So I've basically got a 24-hour window where I can just do whatever I want. And then of course StitchCon's gonna happen, and it'll be fabulous and relaxing and hopefully a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it. I know I have a few new subscribers that I assume have come from the StitchCon group, or maybe you just found me. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm still always surprised when somebody chooses to subscribe to my channel, but it is appreciated. No giveaways this week either, but I have some stuff, and I'll do a giveaway in the future. I will say I had a giveaway last month, and I went to ship off the pattern. It was going to the UK, and shipping on that pattern, they were gonna charge me almost $40. The patterns wasn't $40. I made it right with that winner. I basically discovered it was way cheaper for me just to order it from a shop in the UK and have it delivered to her, and that's what I did. But I don't want to restrict people from out of seas from participating in the giveaways, but goodness, shipping charges are ridiculous, which I'm sure if you live overseas you know that. So, but it shouldn't be that way, should it? I don't know. But anyway, I hope everybody's well. Get lots of stitching in the next few weeks, and hopefully I'll meet a couple of you at StitchCon. So enjoy, and I'll talk to you.